So one time, there was a rabbi that I know, Talmid Chacham Gadol, has Yirat Shamayim, he's scared to death of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. But he knows that he has a very difficult keilah. Very difficult keilah. These people are like mamash criminals. Not easy people. He talks, they interrupt him every 2 seconds, they yell at him. One time they threw a chair in the middle of Shabbat. I mean, criminals. So this guy, he tells me, he goes, listen, if I said what you said, they'll throw the chair at me next time. I said, I know these criminals, not good. He goes, yeah, that's what I'm going to bring you. You say it. Why? If it goes well, I'll keep bringing you. If it's bad, I'll say, hey, I didn't know this guy's so crazy. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Why? Because he has Yirat Shamayim. He wants to tell him the truth, but he knows that he can't do it himself. If he does it himself, it's going to end right there and then. So what does he do? He brings somebody like me. Fortunately and unfortunately, there's not many people like me in the world. Somebody asked me today, he says he wants to start a kiruv organization by where he lives. He says, I want to start a kiruv organization to do good things, to publicize Torah. I said, great, well, good luck. He goes, what's the problem? I said, well, money you have, Baruch Hashem, no problem. You have money. Place, location, there's so much land in America that you could build from the ground up. You could build 5 worlds. Place you have, land you have, money you have. Jews, Baruch Hashem, exist somewhere wherever you live. That's good. Speakers, on the other hand, good luck with that one. Because why good luck? Well, it's hard to get a speaker. You can find a speaker every other day. Goes, I said, speaker that speaks the truth. You want to teach Torah? You want to teach Smurfs? You want to teach Smurfs? You can you get somebody for $100 a day. Nothing. But you want somebody to teach Torah? Right now, to my knowledge, there's less than 10 in the world that speak English and tell the truth. Less than 10 in the world. And I'm being very, very generous with the number. Somebody that's a big Talmid Chacham in Eretz Yisrael told me there's 3. Baruch Hashem, he told me I'm one of them. But point is that not many. So I told him, if you find one in your middle of the nowhere location, it's like finding Mashiach. Hey, Mashiach, what are you doing in America? Okay, come. Why? Because there's so few that are willing to tell people the truth. So what happens? If a rabbi wants to tell people the truth, but he's afraid that they're going to get fired and so on, what do? You bring somebody like me. And the good news is there's not many people like me. You could bring Rav Mizrahi, you bring me, there's Rav Zitron. There's a few people, but there's not many. You don't have that large of a choice. So you won't get confused. Why? You can pretty much see who gets results of people doing tshuva and who just makes people feel good about themselves. Who is there like a cheerleader and who gets people to scratch their head and try to figure out what are they going to do with their life because they have to change. Who gets people to get divorced because of intermarriage, and who gets people shlom bayit to get fixed because they realize that they're both Jews. Point is that the stronger speakers are going to do the things that are most inconvenient. Now, there's another example. Somebody, and I'll answer your question after, somebody who did not have Yirat Shamayim. And when he heard the truth, he rejected it. Rabbi Mizrahi says, years ago, he went to a shul in, I think it was Brooklyn. And he told the big shul, the kilah, everything, and he told the people that anyone that drives on Shabbat is considered an idol worshiper, which is what Torah says. Rambam says in Ilchot Shabbat, in Korbanot, a few places the Rambam mentions it. Point is that you're not to drive on Shabbat, so Rabbi Mizrahi mentioned it in the lecture. As he's saying this, everybody's like this, he's like, it's the first time they ever heard it, even though they're all Jewish. He sees in the back of the keilah, in the back of the room, the rabbi and like one of the board members are both waving to him, like stop it. So he continues. He sees that they're trying to stop him, he continues even stronger. So they stopped him in the middle. It's like, oh, we just want to talk to you 1 second, want to talk to you 1 second. Took him outside. He goes, no, what are you doing? You're ruining everything. He goes, what? Because can't tell him not to drive on Shabbat. We're going to lose the entire keilah. Almost everybody drives on Shabbat. They all drive to our keilah. We need unity. So Rabbi Mizrahi nods, Goes back inside, and he goes even stronger. He goes, you know what, they stopped me over there outside? Because they told me not to tell you to stop driving on Shabbat, but they're liars. Don't drive on Shabbat. He told them everything, they kicked him out. They kicked him out. Now, he tried his best, right? Rabbi Mizrahi tried his best. Some of the people in the Kehillah, Baruch Hashem, did tshuva. But those Rashaim, what happened to them? I know a story of one of them. One, the rabbi of the Kehillah, some time passed, he went to a trip with his family. Him, his wife, and I think 2 kids. They went to Eretz Yisrael, drove on the road, got hit by a truck, everybody died. I think it was within a year or 2 of this event. Why? You didn't want to say the truth, that's one problem. But when the truth arrived at your door, you stopped it? Now you think this is the only story? I have some of my own. One rabbi tried to put a stop to it. 3 months later he got cancer. Another Joe Schmo stopped a lecture. Was supposed to have an event. Stopped the lecture. A month and a half later his son, kid was born. Didn't leave the hospital for almost 9 months. And so on and so forth. People that get in the way of emet, they put their life in danger. We don't publicize all of these things because it's not exactly something you're proud of. But the point is, Rabotai, bad things happen to people that get involved in the emet. For you to say the emet is one thing. Yes, you should. But it's much, much worse if you stop it.